Hi everyone, today we're going to be going ahead and looking at all of my favorite free Final Cut Pro plugins. I am an avid plugin user when it comes to my editing. I absolutely love them. They add so much to your editing, and finding free plugins is very much a bonus. So I will have links in the description where you can go ahead and download and find all of these. And yeah, let's get right into it and I'll share with you my favorite free plugins. So we're in Final Cut Pro here, and I'm going to start off with covering all the generators that I like. So if you didn't know, when we're talking about plugins, you get 4 types. You get titles, generators, effects, and transitions. So the people make these, they sell them, or you get free ones that we're covering right now. And then you just edit them to your liking, but they're already made for you, which is really helpful. So yeah, I'm going to start with generators. So as you can see, all the ones here that says SVM is simple video making. So I have quite a few, and I'm not going to cover all of them because not all of them are my favorite, but I'm going to cover 2 of them, which are definitely ones that I use a lot and what I can think is very helpful in many scenarios. So this one here is simple video making 15 animated backgrounds. So let's go ahead and add that. This is one that I have used multiple times, so I'm just going to drag that in here. You can obviously put it over top of a video, or you can put it as the main clip in a video, but since this one has like a little open area, it's nice to have over top of clips. So what you can do with this one is you can go ahead and choose the starting color. So let's go with that purple, and you can start the ending color. You can go to like white or black. It will just make a smooth transition from the first color to the second color, which is really nice. So those are the options. You can also adjust how far you want it to move, how far you want it to come in, which is also very helpful. So this is what it looks like, as you can see when it comes in. If you keep it at the right point, it will come in very smoothly. I will put an example on the screen of how I like to use this. As you can see, I did keyframe it a bit so that it makes this cool animation. So I will put examples of how I use each of these plugins, but I'm not going to go through every single element of each plugin. But as you can see, each plugin pack has like a few different types. So you can edit all of these to your liking. You can adjust the colors, everything like that. And like I said, we have some more packs here from Simple Video Making. Here you can see they have some of these ones, grids, music player, all that. But one that I want to go into that I use all the time is this textured background, especially background number 4. I really like. They have some nice textures on them, and you can adjust the color. So here you can see this is what it looks like, and you can adjust the color here to your liking, which is really nice. So I use these a lot just as a background if I'm maybe like adding some text over it, or even as a border around my clips. I love using that. As you can see, I just added this little block that is green that has some rounded corners that I just made. You can make it in Canva or Photoshop, whatever. It's just a blank little block, and we have our animated background here. I like that it's animated and not just a solid color because it makes it more interactive. So what I then do is I just select these 2 clips and I make a compound clip, which is Command G, which is basically grouping those 2 elements together into their own different clip. And then I just add a green screen keyer over that, and then boom, you have a cool little animated border around your clip. So that is also something I love doing, or I just use it as it is. So as you can see, they have different ones here. You have more than one type of texture that you can choose from for these, but yeah, I recommend these just to have like as a little thing in your arsenal to be able to use. Now let's move on to titles. This is probably where I have the most plugins, because titles are very versatile. So let's go ahead and cover that. So the first pack I want to cover is the 12 free YouTube subscribe. So here you can just have a very nice subscribe button for your channel, which is something a lot of people use in their videos. And obviously what's again cool about this is you can go ahead and make sure to edit this to your style of your video. So if you don't like the static white and red of YouTube and you feel like it's not fitting to your style, you can adjust every single one. You can adjust the logo background color. You can adjust the logo color, which is basically YouTube's logo. And you can even adjust that little arrow there. So this is very versatile again. So make sure to make the most out of these. So here you have another one. So you can have your profile picture there. That is a drop zone. If you've ever seen that gray arrow, that means it's a drop zone where you can add your own custom image into that. So let's go ahead and just show that. So let me just add in a little image. You can add in an image or a video, it's really up to you. So just make sure you have your title selected, you have your clip or image that you want selected, and then you just go ahead and either click on the down arrow, or you can go ahead and just drag that into that little box. And then you have your little thing. You can also adjust just how that will look, the scale of your image into that circle, all that. And then this is what it will look like. Also, something you can do with all of these titles is add like sound effects. So for instance, when it makes that click, add a sound effect, it makes it even more interactive. So that's it for this pack. It's really helpful, especially if you do YouTube videos. It's just a very good essential, I think. Then we have this one here, 8 free openers. This is one that I recently found, which is amazing. My favorite one of this, I think, is just the fact that you can have your background video still playing with a cool little animation over it. So this is what it will look like, and you can even adjust exactly how much you want that opacity to be, if you still want your clip to be visual, or if you still want it just to be a little less, or you can have it full. So it's really up to you. Again, you have a drop zone here for your logo. Again, you can adjust all this, the fonts, the colors, everything. So here you can see this is just really nice if you want a cool title for your video. This really makes me think of those Skillshare sponsorships. I don't know why, but you have all these little ones here that you can go ahead and play with, but very high quality, I think. Then we have this Christmas freebie that they released in 2022, which has some amazing things in there. So it uses drop zones a lot, as you can see. It's just really helpful, I think, to be able to play around with this. So as you can see, you have 4 drop zones here that you can use and add in your own images into. This is an example of how I would use something like this. And like I said, again, you have drop zones here, a bunch of drop zones with like your logo on here. And obviously you're able to edit every single part of this, every color option, everything like that. So I think if you are a business, even making videos, this is also very helpful to create cool slides and things. Next up, we have to scroll a bit down here to all these ones here. And we also have this one here as well. So simple video making, call outs. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these, but here you can see you have some cool ones here that you can play around with. Call outs are something that I used a lot, especially when I was mainly making like videos about tech devices. This is very helpful to have because they're all very clean and simple to use. You have this one here, you have another one with some cool titles. Narcos one, this one is a bit more themed. I haven't really used that one, but it's interesting. Here is another one. Again, I love the fact that these are all very customizable font-wise and color-wise, but I think what's mostly impressive to me about their plugins is just the fact that the quality of the animations and everything is very crisp and just very smooth. This one here I like as well, free swipe titles. I think it adds a lot to your clips. So you can play around with that as well if you want to have like a cool title over top of your video. It just has some cool animations. It can be very quick as well. Some of the video making messages was also something that I absolutely loved using. As you can see, you can make your own little text bubble appear on your video. You can adjust the image here, so you can put like an image of you. I also used this a lot when I was numbering things. So in the drop zone, I would put an image of a number, so you could have more than 1, 2, 3, 4. That was also really helpful. So this is also what I recommend you use. It's very fun, and they have different styles of this, so I highly recommend playing around with this and yeah, using this to your advantage. Then one that I recently found, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, is pop-ups by Simple Video Making. This one is so high quality and I cannot believe it's actually free. So we have these little pop-ups that you can add over your videos. So these first 4 ones, you can have just your video as the background and then add these over top. You have this one here. We have media preview, which looks amazing. Again, drop zones, you can have 3 different ones. You can have here a reminder that just pops up. And these are so nice and appealing to the eye, I feel like. So these are really nice, as well as these ones here. So again, you have your video as the background, but they have these cool little styles to them that makes it look like it's on a computer. You can have a bunch that look like windows of a computer or like a video call. I think these are so versatile that you can use them a lot and just make your videos look even more interesting. So I highly recommend this, and like I said, it's free. So this is one that I absolutely love, that I'm glad I found. So that is all for titles. Like I said, there are way more, but these are just the ones that I wanted to cover more in detail. But they have so many, and I already have so many of their little plugins and things. So I highly recommend going to their website and just looking through all of the title plugins that they have. Then the last section that I'm going to cover is transitions. Now I only have, I think, one pack, or no, I have two packs from them. So the first one here is before and after transitions. So I really like this because it's smooth transitions. You don't even have to use them for before and after shots. You can remove the text if you don't want it to say before and after, but I think these are just some nice transitions. And like I said, they're very smooth, so you can just like remove that and then it won't show up. Oh, you can just turn off or on the text. So like I said, these are just really fun to play around with. They have more than one type that you can have. I think these are very fun. So these are the before and after transitions by Simple Video Making. And then ones that I have used so often in my videos that I love using for B-roll, going out of B-roll, is the drippy transitions. I don't know why, I feel like they're so clean and minimal, so they're just very quick to use. Please do not mind that this clip is actually for portrait videos, but all you need to do is drag it to the end and it makes this clean little transition, and it's very quick. I feel like that's what I really like, is just how quick it is. It doesn't take a lot of time for the transition to take place. Quick and very minimal, so it doesn't really take up too much of your clip. So these are my favorite transitions. You will see me use them for years now. Definitely a staple in my editing. If you stuck around to the end of this video, here are two extra ones which are not from Simple Video Making, but they are amazing and I love using them, and they're actually effects. They're not transitions or titles or anything. So this is the ones that I'm talking about. It's the Quick In and Out Animator and Tab 5A Zoom Highlight. I can't remember the creator's name, but again, I will have links in the description so you can find them there. But he made these for free and they're so nice. So first I want to talk about is just the Quick In and Out Animator. It's just if you have an image and you want to add quick in and out animations for it, you can just choose which ones you want. They have a few here, so let's go ahead and go to float from right and then float to bottom as the out animation. And then it just does that for you. You just have a quick in and out animation, but you can even adjust the timing, how long you want it to take to do that animation. You have the in time and out time and the scaling and everything. So this is just really helpful, I think, if you are someone who does add a lot of images over top and you don't want to add like a whole transition every single time. These are just quick in and out transitions that you can use for images like this. And the last one that I want to show you is actually an effect that you put over top of a clip like this. So if I wanted to highlight this part and even make it bigger, I could use the Tab 5A Zoom Highlight. So what it does, you drag it over your clip. This is the setup mode. So as you can see, if I turn this off, it will look different. But when you're setting it up, this is really helpful. So the little green box is the area that you're going to put over the area that you want to enlarge and highlight. And you can adjust the width here. You can adjust the height. And what I really like, because I like this effect in my videos, is you can adjust the roundness of that box and it will adjust the red box as well. So again, the green box is where you add it over. The red box is the part that's going to grow larger and be the highlight that people are going to be able to see. So you can go ahead and just drag that to over there if you want to, or you can leave it here at the bottom, whatever you want. I usually just put it over top of that green box. And you can also add like a border around it if you want to, which is also really nice, which I will show you when we're out of the setup mode. And you can adjust how big you want that highlight to be. So those are the basic controls that I usually use. You want to play around with this to see exactly what you want to use it for. Let's turn off setup mode and let's go to the border and adjust the width if you want to, or even the color. It's just so clean. So this is what it looks like. Is that not just clean? And you can even turn off that draw. So as you can see, it says draw here. You can turn that off so it will just have that border. It won't do the whole drawing thing, but sometimes that's a really nice effect. And then we'll go out It's so clean, and you can even adjust how it affects the background as well if you want to. If you want it to be transparent, you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and choose how you want your background to be. If you want your background to be blurry, if you want to minimize the saturation of your background, keeping that not desaturated, or you can choose a color and adjust the opacity of that color as the background as well. So those are two amazing plugins from this creator that are free that I want to show you guys because these are so high quality. So those are all the plugins that I wanted to share with you. I know these are all from one place, but they make such nice plugins that I think it's worth just making a video about them. So let me know if you're gonna go get them for yourself, if you have any other places that you recommend finding free plugins. Because I mean, there are a lot of places I found a lot, but these are definitely ones that have stuck with me that I absolutely love. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It really helps me out a lot. Definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.